in my shoes, world on my shoulder, a heart full of blues out in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Hey everybody, we got Desert Adventures in Arizona. First member up in here, and Miss Tammy DeWitt. Roy will be up here shortly. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to pull up the weather. No, it's already muggy here. Let's see if it's going to work. Says it's 84, feels like 87, and we got 55% humidity today here. And the high today is 90 with a 15% chance of rain. I'm staying indoors.
What up?
What's your weather?
It's sunny, but it's clouding up. It's very nice outside. It's 84 degrees right now. High today is supposed to be 90, but we got clouds building.
Yeah, but sun could come back out too, though.
It's out now. Our solar's not hooked up right now, so.
Yeah, Roy's got to do another repair job. Huh.
Yep. Had another issue. How long ago was that? 2 months ago?
No,
When I found the burnt wire in there?
When the wire got loose?
Yeah, because
I was there when that happened.
Yeah, you were still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the ground come loose, and we thought it melted the wire down. Well, come to find out, the loose ground probably helped the issue along. But in the end, I didn't realize I had taken 10 gauge wire fusible link, spliced it to 8 gauge. The 10 gauge was getting warm. The 8 gauge was not. So yesterday,
Another member.
I think it was yesterday, I was in the closet, our battery closet, and I smelled plastic again. And I looked, and everything looked fine. But I reached up and I grabbed where the fuse was, and it was hot. So hot you couldn't touch it. But it wasn't distorted. So I called Northern Wind and Solar here in Flagstaff. It was kind of weird. Good people there, but I didn't understand why they were asking me the questions they were asking me, but I called them up and I said, I got a problem. I got a wire getting warm from a solar controller to the batteries. I said, I want to replace that with a fuse and error breaker. First thing the guy asked me is what kind of solar controller I have. And that's irrelevant to the fact. I just need a wire. I don't need a solar controller. So anyway, I told him that. I said, I don't understand that. I said, but it's an MPPT T60 or something like that. I said, it's a really good solar controller. And he says, well, I need to know a name brand of it. I said, I don't understand why you got to have a name brand for a solar controller when I just need the wire going to the battery. I said, this is like asking me what type of make and model car I have for windshield washer fluid. And he says, well, until then, we can't do anything to help you. I said, I'll tell you what I'll do, guy. So I'm going to bring the wire in. I'm going to take a picture of the solar controller. So I went up there, and they sent this salesperson out. You got to deal with a salesperson. They don't have a showroom or shelves that you can look at stuff. And told him my problem, showed him the picture of the solar controller, and he started looking at breakers for me. And he said, a 50 amp should do you. And I said, okay, I'll take that. It was $60. I said, I'll take that. I said, what about the wire? I said, do you think I need to replace this wire? He says, what gauge is it? I said, it's 8 gauge. Well, that should be plenty sufficient enough for you. I said, oh, okay. And so he goes back, comes back out with my invoice. And on my invoice, he's got more parts listed. He said, we upgraded your wire to 6 gauge. 8 gauge is not going to be sufficient enough for that. He went back there and talked to somebody is what he did, because he didn't know what he was doing. But this is what we ended up getting. Going from 8 gauge wire.
That's what I said, Naj.
Yeah, probably so, Naj. But we're moving up to 8 gauge wire. It's less than a foot run to our batteries from the solar controller. They sold me the ends, 2 feet of wire a piece. And of course, all the ends and the heat shrink. I didn't need the heat shrink, but they threw it in there. I think I paid for it. I didn't look at the invoice, but I'm not sure. But I got this breaker. He come back too after he got my invoice. He said, we're going to have to up you $2 because we don't have the 50 amp breaker, but we do have the 60 amp. I said, I'll take 60 amp. So here's the new breaker that's going to go in. It says, turn
you're
power
gonna
off
show
to the
me how to work
batteries. Turn power on. Oh, wait, that's off. Now it's on. But so I'm going to be putting that in.
Oh,
But I also
see a
discovered
Jasper.
something.
Hey, Kenneth, thanks for sharing us out, dude.
I also learned something while I was at Northern. And this is not downing them. They're a great company. The kid was confused. But I learned something yesterday when I bought this. If you're planning anything to do with solar right now, no matter how small the project is,
That's good though, right?
or how big your project is, the bigger the better though. Because currently, right now, there's no sales tax on solar products. I don't know if it's just Arizona or if it's a whole nationwide thing. And he's bringing me his boomerang. Now he wants to play.
Oh, Moosey.
Thank you, Ford man. We was up late last night on Ron's live, his live, the Moonlight Adventures live.
It looks like you have. It looks like you have poor Jasper up. He's laying behind you, trying to sleep. Hi, Bubba. Hey, Fairy Does Weep the
Fairy
Wild
Does
Wind.
Weep the Wild Winds. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, me too, really. I mean, if I would have had bigger wire and a different type of fuse, we'd have been fine.
Kenneth ain't been to bed yet.
Geez, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
I got about 3 hours sleep. I woke up at 6:30, I think it was.
Why so early?
I don't know.
Hey, Ron.
Ron Daryl Adventures, howdy, howdy. I got to keep an eye on that meter up there, just in case, because our solar panels are not hooked up right now.
Yeah.
I unhooked them to keep that, because I put the wire back on. The one that was giving us problems, I put it back on just to keep a monitor of the batteries. As long as there's no electricity coming in from the solar panels, that wire doesn't get hot. It's just powering up the solar controller.
Yeah, Steve's got a question for you.
I believe so. That's what they told me at Northern Arizona. Wind and solar there was too much amperage going through that 10 gauge wire. And the way I think what's going on here is the 8 gauge, the 10 gauge comes together. But I would have thought flowing out of the smaller wire and it got to the bigger wire, it would like spread out more, like kind of like water does. But apparently it doesn't. It causes a heat shrink or something. Linda Barker, howdy, howdy.
That's why Roy does all this.
So that issue would be taken care of. The wires coming in from the solar panel or 10 gauge, that's all you need. That's what they told me there too. Because I said, do I need to upgrade my wire from the solar panels? And they said, what gauge you got? I said, I got 10 gauge. I said, that's what's off of the solar panels. It starts off with 10 gauge anyway, and it's got the ends on it. He said, no, 10 gauge is plenty sufficient enough for the solar panels. And those
Hanging
wires
over
aren't
my
getting hot.
No, it's just from the panel to the battery, right? Getting hot?
The solar controller to the battery.
Yeah, the panel.
But not anymore.
Well, did you tell me what happened to poor Bobby yesterday, you hot rod?
I did
You
on
do to
Ron's.
Bobby. You did on
I didn't do
Ron?
nothing about it. Bobby had surgery. Bobby had emergency surgery yesterday on the side of a logging road.
He had a
Going over
very
Miami.
eventful
Howdy,
day.
howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby is now loud again.
Went up the road to find a spot, and that I may move to, and I hit a rock that I thought was plenty clearance. I had enough clearance. Well, it hit the exhaust, knocked the exhaust completely off. There was no way for me to get up under there and hang it back up. I didn't really have anything in the car to hang it back up other than bungee cords, and that wasn't going to work. I did try, but it wasn't going to work. So the next best thing that was laying in the back of Hunt Bobby's trunk was a hacksaw. So I cut the exhaust off of Bobby, got him back to camp. I got to go up under there and put the manifold pipe up so it's not dragging, and go to town and see what I can do with the exhaust. But once I get to another spot, that car don't have to move for anything anyway, so I can take my time with this thing. But yeah, Bobby's running on a straight pipe right now.
Probably sounds mean.
And run really good.
Probably running better now when with it off. You know what my little cousin told you to do? Just run a straight pipe, Dougie.
Yeah.
He said it should be all right. Won't go into limp mode maybe now.
It did with no exhaust, remember?
Yeah. No, I
We'll
don't
see.
really. I don't remember.
Yeah, it sounds like a tractor when it does that.
Probably worse than.
Now it sounds like a mini stock car.
Jeez.
Well, went into town, man. I was bragging last night on Ron's live. My squeezable
Jazzy.
spaghetti sauce. I found squeezable spaghetti sauce. I was excited. Well, I left it in the car last night, and I didn't realize I did. I go out there this morning to get it. I'm going to go put it up in the cabinet. Y'all see a problem there?
Sauce.
Nowhere on there does it say spaghetti. And it's even got a picture of a pizza on it.
There's
But hey, it'll work.
like,
Spaghetti. What?
Steve says you sound like a 16-year-old running around town.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, when you own a Chevy Cobalt with tinted windows, now y'all have seen Bobby. Bobby is nothing spectacular. Bobby is strictly a work vehicle, support vehicle for hunting. That's all Bobby's purposes in life. And we work Bobby hard doing that. Ain't been a good car doing that. But when you're out and about, and them little fast and furious guys that's running around town with their little spoilers and their little big, huge tailpipes that are that big around, and their motors are racing up going rum, 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 rum. When they get around that Cobalt, they do that because they think that Cobalt, it's some teenager in that Cobalt that's might be willing to race them.
Hey, Rashaya. Even
Hey,
going down
Jesse,
the interstate to do it.
Do what?
Right. Driving it
Huh?
down the interstate behind you guys that come up beside me wanting to race it.
Yeah, they'll get next to you and they'll race their motor up, and then they'll take off.
It's a two-door.
President Shanae's got a Cobalt now too.
Yeah. Roy can hey BDF, explain why Bobby is a milk cart, Roy. Hello.
Oh, when it comes to cars, this is what I always was
Daydreaming.
taught as a kid. basically not really through adults, but we taught ourselves this as a kid growing up, being car guys, car friends and that. A female car has 4 doors. A male car has 2 doors. I guess female family. I don't know. Sports car male. Growing up, we always thought of it that way. Oh, here's room.
Yeah, Bobby. Roy.
Yeah, howdy.
Hey, Going Green Mom.
What's up, Going Green Mom?
Yeah, he told me. Oh, my Google Assistant
What?
is trying to answer Roy's question. Sorry, I did not understand your question. There we go. Problem solved.
I didn't have a question.
Of all times for it to pick up and listen. So yeah, Roy had a. Yeah. Preston's is a 2-door too. Are you daydreaming over there?
Preston knows about the 2-door and the 4-door thing, because
What?
we're side by side out here tearing the road up.
And that's why they got to keep grading, because they do that.
Yep, no respect.
So what'd you do to poor Jasper that he's sleeping?
Well, they was up with me on the lives last night.
Was he? Linda has it. Her van has 6 doors. So what's that?
That's a good question. That'd be a family vehicle?
Hey, Missouri travelers.
My 4-door Jeep is named James. Maybe Jamie. Maybe her name is Jamie.
Oh, waiting to go into the dentist. Yeah, Preston, like Roy, we've had all kinds of cars. He prefers Ford. But hey,
he likes Chevy. I like Ford, but we've had in his lifetime and my lifetime, we've had quite a bit of cars. He does the car switching up every now and then. Not so much now as they're getting more expensive now. Reading chat's hilarious confusing right now. I bet.
Yeah. What? He's like, would you sit still? You keep waking me up. That's my bumpers. Oh. I don't think he likes you right now. He's giving you a look. Like, don't touch me.
Don't interrupt my beauty sleep.
Beauty rest. Leave that poor baby alone. So did you find you another site to move to?
Oh, there's quite a few around here, yeah.
Yeah, but it's getting ready to come to the weekend. So if you don't move today,
I know. I think I'm going to write it out here through the weekend.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I think I'm going to write it out.
Move.
There's actually a site straight through the woods that I'm kind of waiting on.
Oh, yeah?
Because then I can just take the rig over there, walk back, and get Bobby.
Mm. Yeah, even used cars prices are outrageous. That's why we didn't get a used truck. That's why we got Bobby.
Yeah, he got sticker shock, man, when he went to look at it to replace his truck.
Yeah.
Trucks are outrageous. It's cheaper to buy a semi.
Well, even when we were looking to replace the GMC, it was like, holy cow.
But after the RV market gets flooded with all the repos, I look for the vehicle market to be flooded with repos too. Because if there's all these RVs sitting in the repo lots, there's only a certain percentage of people that buy RVs. There's way more percentage that buy vehicles. And the RV lot behind home base there had mostly RVs in it this time than cars.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe, these repos are going to start flooding the market here soon too.
Yep. Yep. Smiley's talking to everybody.
Yep. And Keystone. Did you see that Keystone and Elkhart's laying off 347 people? Two plants. They're shutting 2 plants down.
Yep.
Keystone RV and Elkhart.
Well, if you can't afford to travel with your rig, you're not going to buy any camper. You're not going to buy a truck. Gas prices.
What happened? Everybody took their COVID money and ran out and bought RVs and stuff, and all that's gone, or other circumstances. But
Yeah. I know when we decided we were done with the pop-up, we didn't get rid of it. We held on to it in case we couldn't find one we wanted for the right price. And he knew the one I was wanting. Well, I found one out in California, and I looked at him and said, I really don't want to go to California for this travel trailer.
You totally skipped a travel trailer in that. You totally skipped a travel trailer.
We didn't. Oh, the other travel trailer
the Dutchman that we bought. That's why we kept the pop-up, to see if we liked the Dutchman. We didn't like the Dutchman, so we went back to our pop-up.
Yeah, so I'm talking about the other travel trailer, the big one.
The hybrid came, 4 years later?
No, about 2 years later.
About 2 years later?
Yep.
More bang for your bucks,
Hey, more bang for your bucks. But hey, Diane Phoenix. Yeah,
howdy, Diane.
But we kept looking and looking and looking, and I knew what I was wanting. We wanted a hybrid, but we needed room for all the kids to fit in. Because, Dakota's like RV 6'1". Hey, RV BFE. And so we were looking, and I just happened to find one, and they had one out in California at Camping World. And I looked at Roy, and he goes, well, we were trying to figure out how we were going to get out there to get this camper. So I waited a couple days, and one popped up in Illinois, and I said, we got it. I found it. He called up, told the guy, can I give you $100 down right now to hold it? Yeah. And then we went.
Yeah, because we had to go the next day. We basically put the deposit on the phone, over the phone, and then went the next day and bought it.
Yep.
And then there was a couple days that, no. They had to put it in the shop, sew a screen on it 2 days. Yeah. Then we went and got it. It broke my equalizer hitch. Gave me a nice one. Cheaper version. I liked it better. And brought that thing back home in a blizzard.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun trip. No wait.
Yeah, did you hear about that, Going Green Mom? Keystone shutting 2 plants down. I forget the 2 plant numbers. They're in Goshen. Goshen or Elkhart, somewhere wherever they're at. Could be Middlebury. I don't remember.
I thought it said Elkhart. Yeah,
I think it did say
sitting
Elkhart.
Here too.
But if they're based in Elkhart, if they're corporates in Elkhart, it's going to say Elkhart.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a trip though. You know what? Both when we brought the pop-up home, we had an interesting trip home too. Remember? It walked the minivan.
And about 3 hours, Diane. Poor Kenneth, he ain't been in bed yet.
Drink coffee, Kenneth. No.
I got mine.
But yeah.
Today might be just a dragon butt day. I got to fix the solar for sure. I'm going to do that first. Then get Bobby prepped to move. COVID campers are giving up. They bought RVs because they were bored and rich from the government. Yeah, that's what my buddy that's in an RV, he works at an RV dealership. That's what he said right there. That's what happened is the COVID campers giving up.
Okay. I just said 2 of them, Going Green Mom. There's Ireland.
Yeah, it's 2 of them in Keystone. Let's see.
I don't have it up. She's showing you her nails, Uncle Roy.
Keystone RV closing 2 plants.
He don't listen. Did you see her fingernails?
Keystone RV has announced that it plans to close 2 plants in Goshen effective September 30th, eliminating 334 jobs. According to the notice filed with the Indiana Department of Workforce Development, the company will lose Plant 41 and plant 705. One's on Sourwood Drive and the other one's on Lincoln Way East.
So they're both Elkhart then, right?
It says Goshen, but the Goshen Elkhart, what's the difference?
Hey,
Actually,
your niece
it goes
trying to show you
South
her
Bend, Mishawaka,
fingernails.
Elkhart, Goshen. What's
Get
the
him.
difference? You can throw Middlebury in
Right.
there too. What?
James, Ireland's showing you her
And what are you going
fingernails.
to do with them? Oh, I thought that was your hand.
Those are not my nails. What am I going to do?
I can't see. Well, now I can see a little bit of her head, but it kind of looks like you're holding your hand up. And I thought, man, what
No,
are you going to
that's
do with them?
Ireland. There she is.
Carol Springstead. Hey, howdy, howdy, howdy.
So yeah, that sounds like Elkhart area where they've closed then, or laid off.
Extreme south side of Goshen.
Yeah.
It's down there where we bought that cargo trailer. One of them plants are down there where we bought that cargo trailer there in Goshen. And plant 41 is a long time plant. That's the one that I think's down there by where we bought the trailer at.
It might be. Oh, they were talking solar, making you learn what you need to do to boondock there, Fairy Dust.
She's got basically everything she needs. Lincoln Way is 33 on the south. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw,
Boy,
where did I see? I read that at, ABC 57, the news page. That's where I read at the layoff, but I didn't read into full details on it.
Hey, that doorman went right by here and didn't even stop.
Did he?
And I sent him a
Well, he
pin.
might have.
Yeah,
Huh?
I sent him a pin. You know how to use it.
Brian don't know how to use it?
Apparently. He sent me a message, I'm an hour away, but I missed it. I was out walking with the dogs, and I didn't get it.
Hey, Tim,
but I got it 2 hours later.
Oh.
So he said, call me. And I went to call him. He never answered. But he
might have been on a time frame to get there, too.
He could have been. I mean, he could have been. But we're only 4 miles.
Where's he going at now? Yeah, where's he going to, though? What station?
Fresno, California. He's only 6 hours from Quartzsite, so when we get down there, we'll see him. Because we are going to Quartzsite this year.
Okay.
That's the closest LTVA, and we're going to go there and set all winter long. We'll go down to Yuma in the car and check things out.
Okay, I just want to check out the prison.
Yeah.
Maybe scope out the other area if we want to try that area.
Howdy, howdy. That's true, Mobang. I don't stress over power because, but we were raised in a rural community.
You always lost power.
A lot of times we didn't have power. A lot of times we didn't have power. Storm blew through, power went out. We never went days and days without it. Now, me and Becky did in the house right after we bought the house, an ice storm blew through
every time. Wouldn't even be an ice storm. It'd be just a wind storm and we lose power.
Oh, you're talking about normal power outages.
Yeah.
But that big one that we went 5 days was from that ice storm. That's the longest we ever went without power. But you could look at them power lines and we would go out. We'd lose power. And the problem with that was all of our transformers, the wires going to the houses, the transformer, the wires turned green. That's how old they were. They would, me and this NIPSCO guy, NIPSCO is our power company, got in an argument in our front yard because we had just bought our house. They had just put a brand new 100 amp breaker box inside because it's a law there. You got, if your house is 60, you got to up it to 50 when you sell, or 100 when it sells. So they did that when we bought it. Brand new box, not even a month old. The whole neighborhood, the power is going blah, 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 fluttering, going down. I got a brand new 60-inch plasma TV in the living room. I called the power company and said, "You guys got power surges going on here. You need to come check it out." They sent this guy out. Comes knocking on our door. He says, "I don't see anything going on." I said, "Man, the whole neighborhood, you can see it in the street lights, the security lights, our neighbors' porch lights." He said, "Well, nobody's complaining about it." I said, I can't help that fact. I said, but if you hang around here long enough, you're going to see it. It never did it when he was around. Never. He'd leave, it would do it. I'd call NIPSCO, they'd send him back out. This guy got mad at me, came up in my yard and said, it's your box that's doing it. I said, it can't be, it's brand new. I said, you're more than welcome to go in there and look at it. I said, but it's less than a month old, hooked up by a professional electrician, because that was the law. I said, the neighbors over here got 440 and they weld a lot. I said, I don't know if that's doing it. He said, no, that wouldn't do it. I said, and I'm not complaining about that because, hey, got it, use it. But I said, that could be the issue. So it never did it. He left again. It did it again. Guy comes out and he's even more madder because he seems to think that I'm interrupting his night for nothing. So I get on the phone to NIPSCO and tell him, get this guy out of here. Send somebody else out. This guy is causing problems. The next day, they send this guy out in a van, and he's got this meter reader thing that he can put on your meter, and if you've got a problem, this thing will tell him. He puts it on there, and he's seen he's seen my complaint. Yeah, quit jumping the gun. You're getting to
it's commercial time, motor mouth.
But anyway, he puts this thing on there, and you're gonna make me go off somewhere and forget what I'm talking about. He puts this thing on there, and he turns around and he looks at me, and he says, if you got a problem, this thing's gonna show it. He said, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you've got a serious problem. And I said, we do? And he says, your whole neighborhood does. He said, back when they put all this electricity in this little bitty town, Grovertown, town of maybe 50 people, 30 people, maybe 50, probably pushing it, in town. He said it was back in the 40s. He pointed at the transformer. You know the color of a transformer is gray? These were black. He said that transformer had been up on that power line probably since the 50s. All the copper wire was green, had been tarnished so much. He says, what has happened, this town used to be full of senior citizens. They have all died off, moved on or whatever. Families moved in. Modern day families, every kid has a TV on, every light in the house is on. All this electricity is being used. It's causing the whole neighborhood to fluctuate. Well, it was 2 days, dear, that thing was on.
I think, but it wasn't on there 7 days.
Yeah, it was supposed to be on there 7 days. Within 2 days, there was 30 NIPSCO trucks in that little town of Grovertown, putting new poles, new wires, new transformer. We got our own transformer now. Well, we share it with the neighbor. But yeah, that was a guy out there telling me, there ain't no problem here at your place. Well, my place ain't going to make everybody else's lights flicker. But nobody was calling and complaining about it. I didn't understand.
They were sleeping. That. You're the night owl, Roy. That's why.
That probably did play a big part of it.
All right.
Is it time? It is time, ain't it?
It's past time.
All righty. It is, ain't it? Well, let's go find it. We'll be right back.
Slow down, mama. Why you talk so mean? Good Lord, man, shit. It ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, nice shows. Boogie down at the bar. Fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far. Shooting pool, crack a jack. Take off now and don't look back, but hey, don't you wanna play?
That's interesting, Steve. That thing that they used, there was no laptop or nothing involved with it. It was sending some sort of signal back to their office where they could monitor it. And it looked like they took the meter off, and then they put this thing on, and then the meter went right back on it. And it was about the same size as the meter. Really nice guy to come out with that, though. I mean, he knew. Yes, he looked around and he knew what the problem was.
But he needed data to prove it.
But that's what he's, they said, we got to put this on there to really show what's going on. I said, man, that last guy you guys sent out here was just something. You don't call him at nighttime. He gets mad.
You probably disturbed his nighttime nap. Anyhow, Going Green Mom was asking about going to see a prison. Down in Yuma, it's not a prison anymore, but you can do a walk through it. An old prison down there. Roy could tell you more about the Yuma than I could, because you were researching it.
I believe it was a federal prison at one time. I'm not sure though. But a lot of notorious outlaws were held there in that.
Oh, the pump. I think that's what my sister's trying to get. I don't know if she finally got approved.
That almost had, excuse me, wow. That almost happened to you until you changed your diet.
Yeah.
You were heading down the road for a pump too.
Now I gotta watch because I tend to bottom.
Saved an entire town.
We lost we lost a few appliances due to that power surge. Now that we think about it, remember?
Grumpy guy talked to his lineman. I think he was a lineman. Remember he had that real deep Belgian voice?
I know who his daughter was.
Yeah, we went to school with his daughter, and I can't remember his name now.
Last name Brock.
Yeah.
Shelly.
But man, that guy was something else. I mean, and I give him credit, man. The whole time he was there, because they'd send him out, and he had to stand there and wait and see if anything happened. Well, nothing happened. Only when he wasn't there. Every time he would leave, it would start back up, and it would just keep doing it. And then he'd come back and it'd quit.
If only we would have thought to record it on the phone at the time, or video recording.
I don't think we had. No, at that time, dear, we did not have we didn't have smartphones. No, I know that. This was in 2006, dear. We were on that Centennial little phones, Centennial Wireless. Remember, with all the lights on them? And remember, it cost $15 just to send a picture through text.
Yeah.
We were at our game
reserve. I did all that, Diane Phoenix. I'm good to go for another couple of years, they said.
We as a technician when the lineman couldn't figure out. Call me. I forgot what I was saying.
Yeah, we what did we lose? We lost the power surge killed what? One or two appliances we had, but we never thought about it until after.
Bobby did that RV DV.
Yeah,
I don't think he had one of them.
Huh?
Yeah, no, I don't think that guy actually had one of those recorders. That guy was in a pickup truck. This guy that come out with a recorder was in a van and had a lot of equipment in there to do things. Really nice guy though.
Yeah, that's when you could call after 9. Everything was free. Yeah, Rashai remembers that. Everybody wait till 9 o'clock at night to start making their phone calls.
That guy moved on. I don't know where he's at now. The rude guy with the electric company.
He's probably done retired by now.
Electric company. What?
He's probably retired by now, honey.
Oh yeah, he could be by now. Yeah.
Yeah. I can tell when I'm bottoming out on my sugar. I'm doing a scan. I start feeling really funny and lightheaded. And I could check my sugar. I can't go, if I get anywhere near the level of 70 on my tester, I know I'm getting in trouble. I feel real funky, lightheaded, like I've been drinking.
Yeah. I got a buddy that's a lineman. Now, really, he shows up to fires to disconnect. And he disconnect notices. I think now is all he does.
Who was the one that used to go in the helicopter and get on the lines?
Oh, that he's out here somewhere doing that. That's
Yeah, that's Ted, ain't it?
yeah, Ted Hopkins.
Teddy,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's one of the guys that you see in a aluminum suit and touching things to high power wires to go on the wires to maintenance. That he does that. That is
Smiley
one
saying
job I
pop.
would not want to do.
No, he's good at it though, honey.
Oh yeah. He's been doing it since right out of high school.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember if he went into. He might have went into the service for 4 years. I don't remember.
I don't remember. He's got pictures of him on the lines, and then he's got pictures of him doing some other stuff way up high. Not me. Yeah, hot
Yeah,
work, like a bird on a wire. That's Teddy.
yeah.
I know he
That's
goes
what he
by
does.
Ted now, but he was Teddy in school.
Yeah,
He'll always be Teddy to me.
that's one job I would. I no way, no way. Number one, heights. As I get older, I'm getting more scared of heights.
Yeah,
What are you doing down here, Moose? He's trying to make a bed down here.
yeah.
Come on.
Lucy. Oh, you bumped Jasper's nose. He woke him up. How rude.
Oh, I'm sorry. Get up here. Are you coming? Where's Mom? Right there.
But yeah, gosh, Teddy was your grade in school, wasn't he, Roy? Or a grade below us?
Grade below, his brother was in my grade. Tony.
I don't know Tony. I just remember
Tony
Ted.
was the black-haired one, black mustache. Ted had the brown hair, brown mustache.
Oh, they're talking about
Ted
that
was
new
more
meter that you
stockier.
put on your arm. My cousin got that. They're trying to get it to where they can get her sugar under control.
It's starting to warm up in here, ain't it?
Yeah. Let's see. I don't have a temperature right now. It says
Oh, I forgot to
84.
turn the fan on.
Oh, you cooking the dogs? What's the matter with you?
Not yet. Won't be too much longer, and I will be. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta turn this fan on.
It says 85. Feels like 88 outside. Yeah, my cousin's she's on like, oh my gosh, I lost count how many medicines they got her on for her diabetes. And I mean it's getting lower, but son, she's bad. Her legs, and she's not a very big girl either. Her legs will swell up, her feet will balloon up so bad they hurt. They put one of those, the band thing on her. I think they put it on her backside of her arm. Gel. So, but yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they said if they can't get it under control, she'll have to have the pump. Are you hot?
A little short-winded. I am at 7,300 feet up there.
Short-winded. That's a sign of old age.
No, you know what I noticed? The first time we were here when I was smoking, remember me and
I'm
Dee
not
had
laughing at you. I'm laughing at RVBFE. Read the comment.
yeah, they all. I mean, I couldn't grow one in high school.
No.
Mine was so thin. It was.
You could count his little mustache hairs. Maybe 5.
But yeah, they were all porn star mustaches, and some had the mullets, and others they weren't really mullets, but they had the long, shorter length hair. I don't know, Linda, and I don't know. I really don't know, Linda. I don't. It's I don't know. In that hating the world mood again. And when you're friends with somebody like that for so long, you can only put up with that for so long. And this time was way worse than last time. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Not ready to talk about it yet, but I hope he gets help. Professional help, whether it's Western medical or not, because he's totally against Western medical, but that man needs it.
Well, my cousins, they put it on the back of her arm. Hers goes on the back of her arm. That's where her little thing is, and then she just scans it or something, and it tells her what her sugar is. Oh, Smiley's got the phone again. There, that's what Smiley said.
The
As soon as I read
meanness.
Bear and Dawn's
I don't
post,
know.
I had to giggle.
Meanness was taking over a lot worse than the last two times.
Yeah.
Love the guy to death. Like I said, I hope he gets help. But until then, it's not going to happen with him again.
Oh, the rat tails. Remember those growing up? The one little piece of hair down on the back? Us girls would go pull the guys' hair with the rat tails. And perms. The guys getting perms in their hair to have curly hair. And she likes nuggets. Yeah. And her
I mean
like pizza.
that kind of sound. That I didn't mean to sound harsh with Scott, but he has done this to everyone around him. And unfortunately, this is probably going to be the last straw that has happened. I would like to say what went on, but I'm not going to until the time is right.
Yeah, rat tails. I remember the guys in school that way, or the ones getting a perm so they had curly hair for their girlfriends. Roy was a rebel. He never did any of that.
No.
He was always dressed in black, and that was Roy's style in high school. I had one boyfriend that got his hair permed.
It's hurtful, and it really is. It's sad to see somebody like that go through what he's going through. And
Yeah.
you try and you try and you try and it's. I gotta leave him be. We're probably done group camping with people for a long period of time. LTVA, you're basically group camping all on courtside. No biggie there. But as far as caravanning with people long term, I don't like the end results. I don't think we're going to do that ever again. I'd rather stay friends with people than rather be watching them go through what they go through. You're trying to help them, and they just get worse and don't care. So he is a good guy.
He don't do Western medicine going green, Mom, so he won't go back in and get it. Oop. Yeah. Roy always dressed in black. Yeah, he won't go in and get a check going green, Mom. And Roy had to step down because he's really hurt right now. So, but yeah. But we're gonna go back to Q this winter. So if anybody wants to come and hang out, you guys are more than welcome to come out and chill with us in Quartzsite. She's fine, Rashire. Leave that baby alone. On our page in a bathing suit. I don't think we got any woman in a bathing suit on our Facebook page. Better not be. Now you got me looking, Timmy. There might be somebody else sharing a video. Yes, depression is wicked. Smiley is Mama's girl. Out of the four, she's the only one that still loves to cling to me. Well, if it'll open up. But yep, I've seen what depression can do. Gosh, before we bought the house in 2006, I lost a good friend from high school to depression. She was getting help, but they switched her to Depakote, and her husband felt bad, but he had to go back to work, and her daughters found her. She had hung herself. So depression is not a joke. Oh, come on. Stupid thing. I don't know, Timmy. It won't let me go to the page. Yep. So I mean, it sucks. I mean, that woman there would have done anything for anybody. Awesome woman. You would never known she was fighting that demon called depression. And like I said, I grew up with the girl. We were the same age all the way through school. We were friends from kindergarten on up. And then I think it was 2005, she couldn't handle that demon no more and felt that everybody would be better off without her and hung herself. So, yeah. So, yeah, I know what it looks like. I mean, it's scary. Some people are very good at hiding it. She was good at hiding it. Nobody realized how bad it was. And a lot of people were blaming her husband. I don't blame him. He was trying to get her the help she needed. And the medicine, that Depakote, yes, it works, but it has a high tendency of suicide for taking that pill. Roy down below was on it for a while. I had to watch him like a hawk. So, yeah, depression ain't a joke. And I imagine if I was to go back through my lot of good friends from school in there, I bet you I could name off quite a few that are still battling it. So, but yeah. Are you okay
Here's
now?
what happened. Him and Stella got in an argument. He ran Stella off. He was mad about it, took it out on Lulu, threw Lulu. I shouldn't be saying this, but this is what happened. Threw Lulu, realized what he did, grabbed Lulu, apologized. He felt bad. He did. It's not Scott. This is not Scott. He felt bad, apologized. And then the next day, he took it out on me because I had to run a generator. And he knew this. I told him about it. 8 o'clock at night, our power went down. I got $150 of food in here. There's no rules on generators in the National Forest. None. LTVH's 10. Normally, we shut it off at 10. We went outside, and I told him, Scott, I said, I gotta run this generator or something on that order. I can get my jackery up a little bit to get through the night, and I'll be fine. We're always up till midnight. Always.
Or
1 o'clock in the
1,
morning.
2.
We're always up. The next day, he jumped me for running that. Instead of coming over here or sending me a text and saying, hey, could you please turn it off? I'm trying to sleep. Knowing that I could have lost the food. I shut it off at midnight. I had every intention of shutting it off at midnight. I got the jackery up to 60%. If it was going to run on the jackery by itself with the power issues, 60% was going to give me 6 hours runtime. Those were burning up 10% an hour. I only needed to get to the morning. I thought as a friend that he could understand that. No. He told me I should have let it went to waste and just went and bought new. When hatefulness takes him over, it's not Scott. And it sucks. It sucks badly. But he just had a bad week, and it started with Stella, and then it carried on, and then he ended with me. And I can't not do that anymore. I chased him down when he left courtside. I chased him down to be his friend. When he tried to tell us then that he didn't want anything to do with anybody associated with Blue Wave Odyssey. I said, Scott, you're too good of a friend to let go. Chased him down. Went stuck by his side. He did the same thing last year with he left Artists on the Road with them. Same thing. And then I kind of expected it, but I don't know.
Yeah, he's not thinking clearly like Scott normally does, but we can't.
And the problem with hiding your depression, as I'm learning with him, is the more you bottle it up, it's a ticking time bomb. And this time was the worst time that I had seen him like that. And it's scaring me for him.
Yeah, it's scary.
But like I said, I hope he gets his help. I still love him to death, but I can't watch a person do that to themselves over and over and over like that, and then just hate anything and everybody around you. You know, I can't do it. It's I don't know. You only be hurt so many times. I guess I don't know. I mean, he wanted me the next day. He wanted me to come in here to chat and talk about running a generator. Wanted me to ask what was a sufficient time to shut the generator off. Wanted me to do that, and I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I think I hope he don't hurt himself. You know, and you guys see, and you guys hear how much he's full of love and joy and everything. That man, how much he hates negativity. He doesn't realize it, but he's got more negativity in him than you can shake a stick at. And I think that's part of his depression too. Communication. Communication is key in about everything. If he would have walked over here and said, "Man, it's bugging me," I'd have turned it off, but I'd have had to sit here all night and watch this food. I kind of think so. I mean, you know, he ran from his family. I can't say ran. That doesn't sound. I don't know.
Yeah. He didn't run from his family. I think he's chose to shut them out, probably so he can't hurt them anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks, dear. That's the
He
way to
thinks
put it.
he's
Yeah.
he thinks he's protecting his family this way by not letting them back in his life, but I think he doesn't realize how much he's hurting them more. But I mean,
I don't know.
yeah. But all we can do is hope for him and send good vibes his way that maybe he goes in and gets help.
Makes you want to put a wall up. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he won't go in green Mom Leroy to get checked. See if they got the cancer.
No, he won't. He did, but he didn't like what they were doing, so he gave that up. But
It's true,
going green
Fairy
mom, that
Dust.
thought come across my head. Because I'm going to tell you guys, man, it wasn't the same Scott when we come back out here. It was close. He was really close, really 99%. But then I started seeing the progressions. I mean, everything, he would just down everything that was coming out of his mouth, and it's like, Scott, this is not you.
Yep, Fairy Dust got a point. It's kind of like an addict. They gotta want the help for themselves. They can't do it for any other reason other than they want the help. And sadly, I've seen a lot of that in my family too. Roy's watch.
And I know the things that he has said. I know he don't mean them. I know he don't. Not the real Scott. The real Scott don't mean that.
That's
But he
not
has
our
said some
Scott.
things about some of our friends that really blew my mind. His friends, our friends. That's not. I'm with going green mom on this. I'm thinking his situation may be getting worse.
It might be, and I mean, but hey, Sunshine Rose 51. Yep. I'm gonna have to get on our Facebook page for Roy and Becky's Travel and see what's going on there. I think it's just
But
somebody that likes us.
yes,
That's
people,
all.
communicate.
Like the page.
Communicate. I can't stress it enough. Communicate. I don't care. Whatever's bothering you, go tell the person. You never know. Man, you can tell where I was under the car this morning. Jeez, I
Are you
forgot to
dirty
wash that off
already?
my arm.
You need a bath.
Yeah, I went and scoped out my project.
Um,
I'm not going to go take a shower and get under the car again. But because Bobby's only that far off the ground.
We're gonna have to use our
But
level,
I
our
just
ramp levels, try to get up under it right. For
see. I
the
told you I
RV.
should have brought them out here.
You have a set.
Yeah, and those
Does
aren't very
Bob-
high.
No, but it'll help you.
Yeah. That's I've always been that way, and I hope people, if they ever have a problem with us, come talk to us. Just don't bottle stuff. It's easier
Yeah.
said than done. It is. I mean,
Oh,
I
that's
say
awesome.
that, and I bottle things up.
Yeah, I'll ride his butt till he tells me what's bugging him. Won't I, Roy?
Yeah.
I do. I'll ride him. What's wrong? Nothing. Bull crap. I can tell something's bothering you. And then
Hey,
if he
Steve's
won't
getting
talk,
rain.
I'll just
Why would Timmy need to leave?
yeah.
Yeah, and it's brand new, and he was just bragging on how quiet it was when we set it back there, and the exhaust was facing out towards the woods. Sound gets a little louder at nighttime,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
I freaked Roy out.
If he'd have been in his Scott mine, it wouldn't have bothered him. But being in that state of mind, a hair out of place could bother somebody. But
Yeah, Roy says I'm psychic because I can pretty much tell what he's up to.
yeah, he
before
was
does
running
it.
his too. Not at that time though, but he was running his till evening hours too, which that's fine when you need it. He only had 2 batteries. But I don't know. Maybe you get just. I wish he'd go see somebody.
It's that time, Mr. Roy.
Is it?
Yep. And
Well, I'm going to. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the solar, get that up and going.
Yeah, so you got refrigeration, fan, and
We got
air.
refrigeration. Dear,
So
we're
the
fine.
batteries get. So the batteries
Well,
get too
we're
low.
at 50. We're at 56% on the batteries right now.
So you need to get busy.
So by the time I get that hooked up, it'll be fine.
Okay.
But I got the generator too.
Yeah, and Roy's probably got to eat too. Yeah, I spook Roy when I know what he's up to before he does it. How'd you know I was going to do that? Look at him.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Or I finish
When I
his
get that
sentence and
done-
he just kind of looks at me.
Get that done. Fill honey up with water,
Yeah.
maybe. Well, honey really don't need water yet.
Yeah.
But I got water. I went to town and got 55 gallons. Yeah, 55 gallons of water yesterday. So I'll do the solar. Probably eat lunch. I'll probably eat lunch and then do the solar, maybe. And then see what I can do with Bobby and look and see about getting new exhaust.
Yep. Smiley's wanting food and mermaids. All right, everybody. Have a great day. We're going to step down so poor Roy can get busy. He's got a big honeydew list there, it looks like today.
Small honeydew.
Not by me either. It's by his own means. Roy's.
I guess I have my own honey.
Yep, you're your
Wait,
own.
no,
honey
I actually have a honey-do
Well,
list.
yeah, technically honey has a honeydew list. Yeah, we know. All right.
God, I wish it was that easy. Gosh, man, I wish it was just like that. All righty, everybody. You have a great day. I've got to go get this going.
Stay safe, stay cool wherever you're at, and have a great day. See everybody tomorrow.
I don't want to run that generator unless it gets hot. Where'd you go? Boy, she took right off. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, people. Really, thanks. It means a lot. Didn't really plan on going on that road, but hey. All righty, everybody. You have a great day. I'm going to go get busy. So later on, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues out in the dirt, down in the dirt. moon.